channel. There have been times where I've been at crossroads, not knowing what to do, how to do it, how to navigate around life, what steps to take, what skills to acquire. Everybody expects that you have your A game on, but nobody's really telling you what to do. Nobody's really giving you answers to your burning questions. Now, don't feel like you're alone in this world, or don't feel like you're alone in this journey. I'm here to help you navigate your way around, as well as learn, unlearn, and relearn, because those three things are necessary. It's good that you know what you know, and it's also good that you don't know what you don't know. So stick around, get your pen and journal, take your popcorn if necessary, take a cup of juice, because it's going to be a long ride here. So stick right to the end of the video, subscribe to my channel, do all those good stuff that you do. I really love you guys. Stick around. Yeah. So in today's episode, like I said, it's going to we're talking about personal development. Basically, today's topic is going to be personal development. Now, beforehand, I want to inform us that it's not just going to be an episode. Yeah, it's going to be a series. Now, there are times where I would invite other speakers to come around, to enlighten us, to sharpen our horizons, on things to do, how to navigate around life. Because this life is just too hard for us to be doing all these things alone. We need to learn from others. We need to get information from others. We need to get motivated from others. Build a strong community. Get a strong support system. Get a mentor if necessary. And if you don't have the luxury of getting a mentor, find people around you that would cheer you up. That would always put you up on your feet. Now, in this series, we'll be talking about personal development, like I said. We'll also be discussing about personal plan. Personal development plan, rather. We're going to be talking about personal development audio books, books that you need. I know some people don't necessarily do well reading hard copies. You might gravitate towards audiobook, and that's fine. I would also provide content on that. Hard copies as well, creating and writing a personal development plan that suits you. Not getting a template that best suits you and best suits your personality. Having a personal development planner. So it's going to be a long ride, basically. Now, this is just going to be an introduction into what we are to expect. Because as I said, it's going to be a very educative series. Now, take a chill pill, sit back, relax. Don't feel like all these informations are going to be too ambiguous or they are going to be too much for you to acquire. It's going to be a step at a time. That's why I'm breaking it down into series. It's going to be a step at a time. You're not alone. I'm just clamoring on the fact that you're not alone. There's somebody somewhere that is trying to help you. There's somebody somewhere that is trying to help you get to that goal you aspire to require. Pardon that. Okay, yeah. Now, what is personal development? It's beginning to sound like a cliche. You feel like when you hear the word personal development, there are a lot of things that pop to your mind, or there are a lot of flashbacks, some information that you must have gotten, But what exactly, if we really look at it, what exactly is personal development? Now, from the word personal development, you will see that there are two main words, or there are two key words here. We have personal and we have development. Now, personal means there's no long story about it. It means yourself. It means you as a person. It means you, yourself, and you. I wanted to say me, myself, and I, but then I'm talking to a series of audience here. So it's basically about me, myself, and I. Now, development on the other side, or on the other hand, means to evolve, to grow, to nurture, to blossom. To come into your full potential. Now, what does the word personal development means? To achieve the purpose of results, especially in the pursuit of clarity, purpose, and passion in life. Now, I know that sounds like a mouthful, or it looks like a mouthful, but please calm down. Like I said, I'm going to be taking it step by step. We're not rushing. We're going to be taking it step by step here. So the first thing I said is personal development is an act of looking inward. Now, where the inward part comes in place, because it's personal, and it wouldn't make sense if you're reflecting on someone else's life. That's not going to be personal development. Now, we said personal development is, when I defined personal, I said is me, myself, and I means you as a person. Now, the act of looking inward means there will be time where you would need to sit down, reflect reflect, do a reflective thinking of your life, where you are presently, what you did before, steps that brought you to where you are, and where you really want to be in the nearest future. Yeah. So the act of looking inward, yeah, to achieve a purpose. You're not just looking inward, or you're not just asking yourself some important questions for the fun of it. We're not just doing all these things because it sounds cliche, or it looks cliche, or it looks nice, or when somebody asks you that, oh, did you ask yourself some personal questions so you'll be able to say yes? No, we're doing this because we're trying to achieve a purpose. We're trying to get to a desired result. We're trying to get to a desired result. Now, especially in the pursuit of clarity. Now, it wouldn't really make sense if after asking all these questions, you're not still cleared. Do you understand? You still do not have tangible answers, reasonable questions that would lead to reasonable answers or tangible answers. Now, we're doing all this especially in the pursuit of clarity, purpose, and passion in life. It means in your own life as an individual, in your own life as a person. Now, we all have our purpose, or we all know we have our purpose in life. Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, let me help us from all those ambiguous words that might look like I've just said. Now, personal development, in simple terms, personal development means working on yourself, or to work on yourself. Now, you have to work. The honest truth is, you really have to work on yourself. You can't stop learning, even if you've gotten that dream job, you've gotten to the heights where you aspire to desire. If you've gotten to where you feel like you're comfortable, you cannot stop learning. That's the honest truth. Now, and let me give a quick analogy. There was a time of conception. You didn't just grow up to be a 20-something. You didn't just grow up to be a 10 years old. You didn't just grow up to be in your teens. You didn't grow up to be in a 30-something or a 40-something. Now, there was a time of conception. There was a time when your mother carried you in her womb, brother, and there was a time she gave birth to you. There was a time you were crawling, there was a time you were working, there was a time you went to preschool, you went to high school and all that. Now, what I'm saying is there is a level of development that occurs in everyone's life, and these things are paramount, these things are evident, these things are necessary as an individual. You cannot stop learning. You cannot stop learning, guys. I repeat, you cannot stop learning. You cannot get tired of becoming a better person. You cannot get tired of becoming a better version of yourself. Now, a better version of yourself means, even if I'm currently working at Google firm, I'm still trying to, become a better person. I'm still trying to become, your craft. You can't stop learning, guys. In your field, becoming relevant. You can't say because you've attained a PhD degree, that's the end of it. No. You will be a joker if you say that. You can't say because now you've gotten your dream job and that's the end of it. No, if you don't keep mastering your craft, you become irrelevant in that field, and someone else might the bitter truth now, someone else might come and overtake you, or outrun you. You wouldn't want to be living in your past dream. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, that's why we're saying personal development means to work on yourself. Now, there are areas that we'll be looking at, like I've said. I'm an health educator, and there is something in health education that is called dimension of wellness theory. Now, in the dimension of there are three main dimension of wellness. Now, we have the physical, we have the social, and we have the mental wellness. Now, over the time, there have been additions to these things. Now, we'll be looking at there is now mental wellness, there is social wellness, there's spiritual wellness, there's physical wellness, there's emotional wellness, there's occupational wellness, there's intellectualism come in play and all that. Now, why I'm bringing that analogy, why I'm bringing that concept into this is an individual wouldn't really develop if we're not looking at these areas, or we're not looking at this concept as well. Now, there is a physical part of you, there is the mental part of you, there is the social part of you, your ability to interact with others, there is the spiritual part of you, the spiritual development part of you. Now, I'm not here to preach on religion, but I'm sure there is God. even if you don't believe in him, I'm sure you know there is God, yeah. So there is the emotional part of you. The emotional part of you comes in play, you know, your emotional intelligence and all that. Now, like I've said, it's going to be a series. This is just an introduction into what you would be getting, or what you will be getting into basically. We are here to help ourselves, you know, to develop. It's good that you know what you know, and it's also good that you don't know what you don't know, because this is a platform for you to learn. It's a platform for you to, you know, get new stuff and become a better person, become a better version of yourself. I would love to see us, and I'm saying us because even I myself, I'm not at the peak of development. There is really no peak of development basically, but I'm also growing, I'm also learning, I'm also developing, I'm also nurturing. It's a process. We're all walking through this journey together. Now, as the series unfolds, we're going to be talking about, you know, personal development plan, creating a template for ourselves and for others. Now, exciting journey for both of us all. Now, a quick recap on what I've said so far. I said personal development means work on yourself. That is just a simple term. But if you want an in-depth definition, I said personal development is an act of looking inward to achieve a purpose or a result, especially in pursuit of passion, clarity, and purpose in one's life. So it's going to be a wrap up. You know, it's going to be a wrap of content coming up. We're going to be talking about personal development plan, how to create a personal development plan that best suits you and best suits yourself. We're going to be talking about books to read. We're going to be talking about, you know, audio books as well to listen from, podcasts to listen from. Guys, it's going to be a whole lot of journey. And yes, sometimes I might, you know, if time permits and if everything falls in play, we're going to have, you know, other speakers to also learn from. It's going to be a journey basically. So do me well to subscribe to my channel. Do me well to share my content with other people. Like, subscribe, you know, turn up your notification bell. And a quick one, guys. I would really love to hear feedbacks from you. If there are, you know, videos you want me to answer, or rather there are questions you want me to answer in the video, you know, if there are a lot of questions you want me to answer, just drop them in the comment section, and you know, I'll try and see if I would bring any of those questions to the limelight and then trash them out on here. And also, yes, share your thoughts, share your ideas. It's going to be a journey spree basically. I hope you really picked out something, and I hope you're expectant for the next couple of videos that are going to be dropping on this channel. So yeah, it's going to be a bombshell basically. I love you guys. I hope you know, and you know that you know, and you know that I really love you guys so much. I love you. Thank you. For the OGs that are always coming back, to the returning subscribers, you guys at the form. If you're new here, please stick around. You wouldn't get tired. It's not going to take anything out of you, because we're both going to be learning from this. You know, we're both going to be doing this together basically. I love you. God loves you.